Coach Marissa here. So I get a lot of questions about what comes in the box, right? What comes in the box and how do I start the program? So if you're watching this, it's because you possibly are waiting for your package for the 21-day fix or thinking about it and you want to know what comes in the box. So I just want to give you a little rundown of what the program is, and that way you can get started on the right foot. So the first thing that comes with the program is obviously DVDs, right? So you get 2 discs. There's disc 1, which starts with Total Cardio Fix, and it does Total Cardio Fix, then upper, then lower, then Pilates, and then you switch over to disc 2, and it's Cardio Fix, Dirty 30, and Yoga. And 10-minute abs are on both. So when you receive this and you're starting on day 1, you want to make sure that you start with disc 1, which is Total Cardio Fix. Okay? And then every day you just do each workout on the DVD. And then you'll, on day 4, you're going to move to the next workout, and so the next DVD. And so that is what comes in your DVD package. And then you also get a bonus DVD, and it's plyometrics. And you can put it in when you feel like challenging yourself. You can replace it with one of your active recovery days like Pilates or yoga. That's what I do sometimes. But don't be afraid to use those days for active recovery to stretch and get long and lean and, really loosen your muscles. So don't feel like you have to do that, but it's good for a challenge and it's a good sweat. So, and then in terms of 10-minute abs, you should throw it in as an additional workout when you want to push yourself. So maybe 3 times a week you do your workout and then you add 10-minute abs into it, right? So that's in terms of the workouts, okay? So you also get a Shakeology cup. It's great. It's about 30 ounces to the brim. So I use this for my water. I will fill this up with for water several times a day to help me get through my water intake. I'll fill it up at each meal. I'll fill it up during my workout, which is really great because I will finish it during my workout. And then it's like, boop, 30 ounces, bye-bye. So it's a really great way to do, to keep track of your intake each day and to reach your half your ounces in water of your weight. So that's a tip, right? So today I'm drinking chocolate Shakeology with half a banana, teaspoon of peanut butter, 8 ounces of water, and 8 ounces of ice. It's delicious. So you likely also have Shakeology that came into your package, and that's how I make my recipe. So I suggest it. I love it. I've been drinking it like this for several years. Okay. So next is the book. This is your Bible to the program. You want to carry this bad boy with you everywhere. You do not want to leave it at home. It was in my pocketbook for probably a good 6 months, and anytime I had a question, I perused the book and I found the answer. And if I couldn't find the answer in the book because it wasn't here, I asked my coach, or it means don't do it. If you don't see it in the book, don't do it until you've gotten to a certain point in your results. But obviously you can always ask me any questions. But honestly, carry it with you. It helps so much, right? So the other thing that you get are your colored containers, right? And so they look scary and they look small and they look a little overwhelming, but they're actually not. They're super simple, right? So let's take them apart. Okay, so we'll bring you down here a little bit. Okay, so you have your purple. What is a purple? It is your fruits. Fruit and vegetables. They are the 2 biggest ones. They are the ones you get the biggest servings of. Think of these as measuring cups. They're nothing more than measuring cups to help you figure out your portions, right? Then you have the red container. The red container is protein. So if you have a piece of chicken that's cooked and you don't know how many ounces it is, cut it up, put it in here. And that's how you can figure out your portions, and then you dump it on your plate. These are just measuring cups. Don't feel like they're anything more than that to overwhelm you. They just use them that way and you'll be okay. So if you are at the store and you need to purchase meat, chicken, chopped meat, whatever, 1 pound is 4 reds. So you don't have to go and shove your raw meat in here. I'm just telling you, if you buy a 1 pound of meat, It's 4 reds divided into 4 when you cook it, and that would be 1 serving of red. But if you're not sure, fill it up into the container to serve yourself. The yellow is your carbs. So anything that you have like pasta, rice, oatmeal, make sure that you cook the oatmeal before filling this up. This is not uncooked oatmeal serving. This is a cooked serving of oatmeal. Sweet potato. A small sweet potato would be 1 yellow. If you're not sure the first time, scoop it out and put it in here. And then that way, for the next time, you'll know, okay, that size sweet potato is what I scooped into here, and it fit perfectly. And now I know that if I buy that size sweet potato, it is going to be my 1 yellow. So that's a little tip. I did that the first time, and then I knew, like when I bought a sweet potato that was maybe like this size, I knew it was just one of my yellows. Blue, healthy fats. So if you're doing hummus, cheese, avocado, some nuts, you can use this. So in the book, though, they do tell you certain things, like 1/4 of an avocado is 1 blue. So you don't have to feel like you have to just go and smush it, mash it, and then put it in here. The book tells you like some little shortcuts that you don't have to necessarily do that. So you can just cut 1/4 of an avocado. Everyone only gets 1 of these, by the way. It's a lot of our favorites, right? Who doesn't love cheese, hummus, avocado? Oh, it's my favorite, one of my favorite containers. The other one would be that. But anyway, so everyone only gets 1 of these. If you want to maximize your blues during the day, then what you can do is use half for your cheese and half for your avocado. It's a lot of cheese when you fill this up, so don't be afraid to use it in 2 different servings and feel extra satisfied throughout the day. And then this is for pretty much dressings, some nuts, but dressing. So if you use dressing that you made in the book, you can use this for your serving, and it's easy peasy. Another little tip, 2 of these equals 1 of these. So if you do what I was just talking about, where you want to use your half a blue in the morning and half a blue at night, you can just use this to measure. It's a little tip, it's easy. So now, what do you do with all these containers, right? It seems like confusing. The question I often get is, do I only get 1 of each of these a day? And the answer is no. It's dependent on your weight. So if you go on to page, let's see, what page is it? Okay, if you go on to page 4, on page 4, there's a way to calculate your current calorie intake in order to reach your goals. And so you take your weight, you times it by 11, you add 400 calories, and then you divide by 750. And so that will tell you your calorie intake number that the program suggests that you have each day in order to burn 400 calories and reach your weight loss goals. So you come on here, you go onto the chart. Let's say you're in bracket 1. That means 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 teaspoons. So what does that mean? It means that 3 times I am able to fill this up, right? So I can put lettuce in here 3 times. I could do carrots and lettuce and mushrooms, whatever it is I want to do. 3 times a day I fill this up and I pour it on my plates. Now, whether you make a salad and use 2 of these at your lunch, or if you use 1 at breakfast, 1 for lunch, 1 at dinner, it's up to you how you disperse your 3. You just know that you're able to fill this up 3 times a day. And that's how you would take care of that. The next thing is 2 purples a day, right? So you get 2 of these a day. Again, however it is that you want to eat them, you just have to fill this up twice. So a half of banana is 1 purple. So like I just had I made my shake. I have 1 purple in this. So then I would just fill this up 1 other time throughout the day, however it is that I want to eat it, and that would take care of my purple intake. For proteins, we get 4 proteins in the first bracket. So 4 times a day, I'm going to have protein. Typically, I will have it at my shake will be my first one. Then I'll have breakfast, which will be another one, maybe eggs or yogurt or cottage cheese. Lunch, I will have a 3rd protein, and then my dinner, I'll have my 4th protein. Again, fill it up, put it on your plate. Nothing more than measuring cups. Don't let them scare you. Okay? Next is, in the first bracket, you get 2 yellows. So how it is that you eat them again is up to you. You can have yogurt, not yogurt, oatmeal in the morning for a midday snack, and that can be one of your yellows. You can have the sweet potato at dinner as your second yellow. Point is that you get 2 of these a day in the first bracket, and so you just have to figure out within your meal plan when you're going to eat them. The blue, everyone only gets 1. I talked about that earlier. You can disperse it between half and half, but you fill this up once or half and half, and that is how you get your blue in each day. 1 serving of dressing or seeds, and then you get 2 teaspoons. So it's not as overwhelming as you think. You just need to meal plan. Part of the, the group in all of my challenge groups, I provide the meal planning sheets that you're able to actually figure out your meals. And so when you're writing out your menu for the day, you're just going to make sure that you incorporate all your containers the right amount of times. So like I said, this is one of my, so now my breakfast today is Shakeology, which is 1 red and a purple banana. So 1 red and 1 purple and 1 teaspoon of peanut butter. So that would be what I would write on my meal plan. And then I would, for my next breakfast, I would figure out what it is that I want to eat and count the containers accordingly. And so by the end of the day, you not only should have as little amount of containers as possible, right? Because by the end of the day, you should have eaten several times a day. But you also need to get all of your containers in somewhere throughout the day. Again, they're just measuring cups. They're just saying, hey, when you have a purple, when you have a piece of fruit, this is the size that you're going to eat, and you're going to do that only 2 times a day. And when you're going to have vegetables, you're going to have 3 of them a day. Again, if you're in the first calorie bracket, you're going to fill this up 3 times throughout the day at some point, and so forth and so on. So I hope that makes sense to you. And then the other things that you get with the package is you get the 30-day free trial of Beachbody On Demand. So you can instantly do your workouts. You can try other workouts, which is really awesome. And we give you a digital copy of a team cookbook, which is great to help you get started with some really great family-friendly recipes that everybody loves. And that's the gist of the program. So you also get a little quick start, which will tell you how to measure. Really important that when you start the program that you take measurements of all the different parts of your body. You don't just go on the scale. Take measurements, take pictures, and do the scale, because they all tell different stories, and it will be in different parts of your journey that you're going to see different transitions. And so there are weeks that I had lost no weight, but then when I took my measurements, I had inches that were lost, and sometimes I didn't see any change, but then I took my pictures and I put them together, and I saw that I had different curves and definition. So every week your body's going to be changing. Don't get discouraged by the scale. Know that it's only a portion of the story, and it's not the whole package. So that is, in a gist, what you get with your package, and I hope that helps you and explains the program to you a little bit. Part of the challenge groups are that we give you tips and tricks and other little things to help get you started so that you have the best chance for success. But this is basically what comes in the box, and I hope it helps you.